Hello, fellow star stuff. Hello, happy Friday. It does not feel like Friday, and yet somehow it is indeed Friday. Friday, yay! Black Blue, thank you so much for the 55 stream streak. Holy shit! Wow, so close to the infinity. Yeah, so close, so close. Maybe add like maybe like 100, like a 1,000, like a million, like 10 million, like a trillion. A goobillion, a goobillion, maybe something like that. Very, very close. Now, if you were to say close to 6, 7, perhaps. I'm just kidding. Oh shit, I have hiccups, don't I? Oh fuck. Yeah, I do. The pain. This is what I get for making a 6, 7 joke. Give me a moment. Where the fuck is the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? What happened to it? Hold on. Instant cosmic comment. Alright, listen. Listen, alright. Oh no, it's still there. Usually I hold my breath and that seems to work just fine the vast majority of times. It's one of those days. It's just one of those days. First of all, where's the game? Where's the game? That sure is the game. Where the background. There we go. All right, cool. Give me one moment. Well, I have terrible news. It's not going away, it seems. And on top of that, I've now developed a cough. Oh gosh darn it, why? This is very indicative of how today is, honestly. If you don't know, of course no spoilers, but for last Zato stream, something incredibly scary happens, and it jump scared me a little bit. I was like, there's no way I'm going to bed, and I didn't, and it messed up my entire sleep schedule. And so not only am I tired today, but also during that stream, my internet went down. It just straight up just disconnected entirely. And we already have dropped frames for this stream, which is lovely. It is lovely. So you know what? We're just having a grand old time. We're just having the ever 17 of all time. Truly. Let me get out of here. Let me go and continue the game. Where are we? What were we doing, even? Oh, we're almost there. We've almost filled up the entire board. Look at that. I guess just one more quick save, and then we're done. We're done. So, Takeshi... Oh, Mammalian. Yeah. Okay, so we're going back to this. This was a story that, that you had said on the Tsugumi route. So it might be the same story, honestly, but we're back here again. We're back here again. The scare was so hard that it lasted all the way until today. I don't get hiccups when I'm scared, but I do get hiccups when I'm like over like kind of like overactive of like, oh, like I wasn't expecting to talk right now, like hey guys, what's going on, you know, like little things like that. Or if I'm like laughing like in a certain way, I guess it will just cause hiccups. That's what happens for me typically. But I know some people is like when they get scared, it's just hiccups all the way to today. But in terms of like the ramifications of that jump scare, yes, it's just lasted forever and ever and ever. So today is probably gonna be a shorter stream. Boo. Ah! Oh my god, what the fuck? Whoa, whoa, what the fuck? Kadensha, that was terrifying. What the fuck? Hi, welcome on in, Kadensha, welcome on in. Welcome on in. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. Hiccups are gone now though, right? You know what? You know what? Kadensha's kind of cooking a little bit. Kadensha's kind of cooking. Let him cook. Let him cook. Hello, Kadensha. I hope you've been doing well. Welcome on in. They seem to be gone now. You're right. They do seem to be gone now, don't they? Man, it has certainly been the beginning of all streams, certainly. Last time for this game, what happened last time? I'm gonna be honest, we yapped quite a bit last time, so not a ton happened, but we started the Sora route. Sora wanted to say like, hey, did you know about, kind of an elaboration of everything that Yu was talking about, where Yu was talking about the third dimension or the fourth dimension and what you could see beyond that. And Sora was kind of bringing that aspect in again. She was also vaguely talking in a way that's like, hey, I know the entire plot of the game and I'm just waiting for you to figure it out. And I was like, okay, okay, cool. She was talking in a way that's like, wow, what if, did you know like the clone emancipation act of this, that, and the other? And it's like, what are you talking about? What? when did this happen? So I think she's trying to just like, I don't know why she wouldn't just say it outright, but she is definitely like, wink wink nudge nudge, like, hey, here's where we're at right now, just in case you didn't know, just in case you weren't aware. I believe that was about it though. We also had like a little like very much kind of, obviously the game would fall into this given that Sora is literally not real. She's literally not real. It was gonna be like a kind of like, what is human emotion, what is it, and how do I feel it, what is love, what is love in its truest form, in its truest meaning. So I guess we're just kind of like exploring that with her a little bit more. So, but that was basically the extent of what happened. It wasn't a long stream last time. Hopefully maybe it'll be a little bit longer this time, but that was kind of where we're at. So forgot to say, good to see you. I only caught the tail end of how fucked your day might be going on, because I didn't hear all of it, but I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. I am doing well. Yeah, it's been a while because it's, at this point it's 100 line and then it's been it's Zato, so I guess it's been a while technically speaking. But yeah, I'm doing all right. I got jump scared into oblivion, perhaps because I'm a scaredy cat and a scaredy wuss of everything, and that has ruined my entire week. But it's okay. We're here now. We're here now to play the game of all games, of all literal games. So, but yes, I guess continuing. I guess we're set to continue. Can I skip? I sure can. Never mind. 10:14 a.m. Tsugumi was probably always just pretending to be tough. Distancing people by saying awful things was one of her bad habits. I find it interesting that the game goes out of its way. It's like, you can choose, you the player can choose. Does Takeshi have a girlfriend? Yes or no? And it's like, what? What? At the end of the day though, it still comes down to the idea that he was just bringing it up of like, yeah, I had someone that I liked once. We're not on good terms right now, but that's essentially what it was. Either way, it's just like, yeah, I'm single. But you can choose that if you really wanted to. Either one, it literally doesn't matter. The fact that she was eating meant that at least her body was determined to live. As long as she recovered completely, there would be no more problems. Hey, that's a good thing. I felt my chest relax in relief. Hi, Coco. Hi. Oh gosh, we can't skip through this. No. No! Okay.
You just gotta have you look in your face, Takepon.
Oh, really?
You were really worrying about Tsumi, huh?
Feeling so transparent made me want to conceal the truth. No, it's not that. I was just thinking those sandwiches were pretty good after all.
Wow, really? Oh, good! Actually, I made your sandwich all by my very own self. You see, I use lots of my secret sauce. Mayo, mustard, horseradish.
Don't bring up Mayo. don't bring her up. Where is she?
And then some salt and pepper and a dab of soy sauce and lots of butter. Then, when it was done, cinnamon and cardamom and turmeric and nutmeg and vanilla all shaken together and poured.
What in the Nanako horseshit is this? Oh my god. This is Valentine's Day all over again. You're trying to kill me.
And then, what was it again? Allspice and curry and hot sauce, some tub of something pee-pee.
The dog found it somewhere, and I thought it had a pretty color, so I added it in there.
We used lots of that. And then we stuck in the lettuce in between. Magnificent, right? And pretty too. I didn't actually taste it, so I was a bit nervous. But you said it was delicious, right? Well then, maybe I should make the next meal. I should make the next meal then.
Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die right the fuck now. Nah, yeah, you don't have to do that. I'll keep doing the cooking. Just listening to her was actually making my gut ache. Gathering my wits, I went to the beach where you and the kids were sitting. Coco and Pipi trotted along behind me. I was gonna say it sounded good until you added the caramel and vanilla. Wait, was there no meat? I don't think there was any meat in there. Maybe it's the same. What did she say? The same standard food? Possibly there's tuna in there on top of all that. You know, just a completely normal sandwich that's not gonna fuck your entire life up. Just a completely normal sandwich. Holy shit. Every time someone says they added butter, I have some trauma of watching someone mix several whole sticks of butter into mashed potatoes. Ugh. Ew. I think it was mashed butter and potatoes at that point. Oh god. Yeah, that's gotta be just like horrendous, awful. Or like even like the stories of like people, the fried butter. I don't know. When people are making fun of America, they say like, what do you fry everything, right? Fried butter. It's like, but I think fried butter does actually exist somewhere. Somehow, somebody has fried butter. Somehow, some way. They did it in a very particular way, but they did it, and they were like, wow, this shit is fucking amazing. This is amazing. And it's just like, oh my god, why would you do that? Or just people who, some people, very rarely, but some people just take a whole stick of butter, and they just bite into it, and they just chew it, and just swallow it, and it's just like, you gotta go. You gotta go. I don't feel I don't feel we can associate it anymore. I'm sorry. That sort of thing. I guess in some ways you could say it's efficient, but if you're like eating like maybe toast and you take a bite of butter, maybe you could argue it's efficient or something like that. I don't want to hear the argument though. I don't want to hear that. Hey you, where did Sora go? Potatoes are supposed to have butter. They're supposed to, but it's like if it's an egregious amount, it can be, it's like, ew, what am I eating at this point? So it was Thanksgiving too. Potatoes are supposed to have like cooked for maybe a bunch of potatoes, not like 28. Yeah, it was horrific. Yeah, I can't imagine that was very fun. I hope he didn't have to eat any of that, right? Right? Hopefully, maybe just like, yeah, I'm good on the mashed potatoes this year. I think it's fine. Never mind. You know, hopefully. Can I skip this? I can. I sure can. I went to see Tsugumi. I was just meeting Sora. I went to the bathroom. What did I do? I'm guessing I went to go see Sora is the correct choice, but I don't have the guide up. One moment. Let me pull that up here. Do 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 do. Here we go. Yes, of course. Okay, meeting Sora went +1. Okay, yeah, there we go. Alrighty. I was just meeting Sora. I ate a bite and called it a day. Yep. It's just like, yeah, no, I'm out. Most other people were blissfully unaware of what transpired. Ugh. That is like, if it tastes good, it's like, wow, this is so good. What is it? What's in this? And it's just like, it ends up being actually horrific. It's just like, ew. My partner tipped me off about the mashed potatoes too. Several people could have died that night, and we would have been the only one. We could have been the only ones who would have known why. It's just like, it was madness. It was madness at the castle. And we were the only ones who knew why. Oh gosh, I am glad that I missed out on that. that sounds awful. I don't think we're like too, at least you have to make it with the butter, but it's like, I don't think we're like too, my family's ever too been into like putting egregious amounts of butter, so at the very least I'm safe there. I'm safe there. I tried to be as honest as possible. Well, I went for a walk and ran into her. I was awake, so we jogged to Zvader's stock together. It didn't sound like jogging, more like you were running. The sound really echoed. Well, you know Sora, she can run fast, so I had to hurry up. I had to hurry just to keep up. Forget fast. Sora can run? Let's not get into the details, kid. Ouch! I cuffed him on the head. Alright. Yeah, that's an invasion of privacy. Listen, you're the one who started this with your whole reporter act. Who, me? Oh yeah, her reporter acting. I really like her. Again, I was like, I really, really like her. Again, I don't know what we experienced on the U route. I don't know. I have no clue. I still think we all mass hallucinated and we were just on the verge of death. I don't know what actually happened there. But I love her reporter act. It's very cute. Who, me? She stuck out her tongue. No one seemed inclined to question me further, so that solved that. Everyone mills around the rest area. I felt the energy drain out of me. I wasn't tense, but I wasn't relaxed either. Maybe I was just tired. I sat quietly, thinking. When I couldn't sleep, I had been pondering all sorts of things. About Tsugumi and Sora. Sora made me think about all kinds of questions. Yeah, she sure did. She sure did just like kind of lore dump on you. And it's just like, yeah, go think about these things. It's like, okay. If we really hadn't done the U route before this point, I feel like I would have been really, really baffled and just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Sora made me question all kinds of things. What was love? What were people? Oh, I skipped a line. What was the meaning of life? What was she herself? She was more worried about things than I was. I didn't know the answers. The stress of so many unknowns was starting to get to me. Which is why... This is when you're gonna tell me your dumb story? Alright, cool. Cool. I distinctly remember this choice, because it's... Watch silently is the correct one for Tsugumi, obviously. And then... I believe it's... Like, being sarcastic is kind of like the choice for Sora. Let me get up the guide here one moment. Yep. It's literally to be kind of like, yeah, right, pusha. Which is very interesting. Why? Very, very interesting. That's like a... Like, you can really get a sense of Sora's character that has to be the correct choice that you make first. Right, happily ever after. I applauded with them. Never knew you knew so much, you. There we go. He is being sarcastic there, right? It reads as sarcastic, right? Well, she drew up proudly. I know a little about myth and folklore. She raised a finger in front of her face, looking demure. The story of Famalian shows that if you hope and ask and persevere, your wish will come true. Fuck no. Get me out of your reality, because your reality kind of sucked. Your reality kind of sucked a lot. His longing was answered when he put in his heart into the sculpture and then loved her, believing that she would speak to him one day. So that's it. Wow. Okay, this is a little different, but this guy named Rosenthal wrote something called the Pygmalion effect. She was acting like a professor on a soapbox. It seemed like she was overdoing the whole thing. But her ridiculous expressions was so amusing that I got drawn in. It's not quite the same as the placebo effect, but both of them involve believing in something. So they both have to do with our chances of survival. I think another thing as well that is not helping, all things are kind of stacked against this stream specifically. But I think another thing that's not helping is that I haven't had allergies in like such a long time. The allergy thing that I was talking about, where it's just like I feel like I'm dying, you know, like that sort of thing. I haven't had it in such a long time, but I woke up today, man, earlier today was rough. It was so rough. So if you can hear like the stuffiness in my nose, that's why. That's why I'm holding on. I'm holding on by a thread because I just want to learn more about Soda. Please, Soda, don't give me any more like bullshit. I was like, yeah, and then we shake hands or whatever the fuck. As long as that doesn't happen, I just want to be here, all right? I just want to learn what the fuck's going on. So they both have to do with our chances of survival. Just because the sushi in the display's case is made of plastic doesn't mean the sushi inside is cheap. Whoa.
Wow.
Her talk seemed to have derailed like a nasty train wreck. I have no idea what she meant, but the kid and Coco were a rapt audience. Seasonal allergies. I'm guessing I developed seasonal allergies this season, like literally right the fuck now. I developed seasonal allergies. I've literally never had to. I mean, I had summer allergies a few years back, but the thing about that is that it was kind of like, it was more so like asthma, like, oh no, like my chest hurts, like I can't breathe, that sort of thing. That was years and years ago. But this time it's just like I'm sneezing and I can't stop sneezing, and like everything is awful and my eyes are watering and life sucks. The typical like allergy experience, and it's like I've never had this experience ever before, and I can confirm this sucks. How do people with like forever allergies deal with this? This is awful. Allergies must really suck. They really do. They really do. Have you snorted some Claritin or don't actually start? Have you snorted some Claritin or the equivalent? Yeah, I have Allegra, and that seems to be helping me. But at the same time, it's not a one-all like wow, I'm completely better. I'm still a little bit stuffy, but it seems like that seems to be helping. So it's like, yeah, if it's helping, that's probably the answer. Honestly, that's probably the answer. Also, kids, don't actually snort Claritin. Don't do it, please, please don't do it. Several minutes later, sometime during Yu's long speech, my brain started working again. We all headed up the emergency stairs to the second floor.
Shall we all go and see Tsugumi?
Oh, yeah, I think we can skip. Yeah? Never mind. Kurenari, didn't you already see Tsugumi when she woke up last night? Well, yeah. Being asked forced me to remember the night before. Tsugumi saying, I want to die. But then she eaten 3 sandwiches. If she would just recover. Wait up, you knew that I'd seen Tsugumi?
Yep.
I heard from Sora this morning about Tsugumi's condition and your panicked running. That midnight emergency staircase dash the kid was talking about, the reason was Tsugumi, right? Alright, you listen here. A minute ago you were pretending to be a reporter trying to get me to tell you. Why do you know something? Why'd you ask about something you already know? It's your fault for trying to be so mysterious. You little... I hated to admit it, but she had taken me for a ride, and I had no comeback. So, how do you think Tsugumi's doing? Aren't you worried about her? He's trying to change the subject. Shut up. If you know something, say it already. I think we can skip this. Never mind, I don't remember any of the conversations, obviously. I don't remember shit. Well, Lemeth is watching over the infirmary's medical computer data. Since Lemeth hasn't alerted us to anything, it means Tsugumi is probably sleeping peacefully. Well, that's relief. 11:26 a.m. We reached the infirmary. My allergies were so bad this season, my eyes were so runny so long. They cut the sides of my eyes, bled, scabbed. Oh man. Oh my gosh, that sounds horrendous. Also, hello Albert. I hope maybe hopefully they're a little bit better as summer goes on. I know like some people for spring it's their allergy point. Hopefully summer is not your allergy point, because that sounds horrendous. That sounds absolutely horrendous. I'm so sorry. But also welcome on in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it hasn't gotten to that point yet. It's not gotten so bad, but like I feel just like a wreck. I don't know how to function when it's just like constant sneezing and you cannot stop sneezing. It is awful. Absolutely awful. Hey, somewhere out there, me is hoping that today wraps you in the kind of peace that saves you long after the day is over. I'm hoping so too, honestly. I am genuinely hoping so too. Not enough to make me fall asleep, because I am a little bit tired, but enough that I will never have to deal with allergies ever again. Welcome on in, Kenneth. I hope you've been doing well. Welcome on in. It's hot as fuck. It is so hot outside. It is so hot. And the weather has just been, honestly, it's just been all over the place, to be quite honest. I hate this summer. This summer is awful. It is particularly awful. But I hope you've been doing well, Kenneth. Welcome on in. Thank you for stopping on by. Also, thank you so much for the hydrate. I really appreciate it. I will do so right now. Stay hydrated, people. True. Stay hydrated. Everyone, literally hydrate. Alrighty, thank you. Global warming be annoying as fuck. It is so annoying. It is so annoying. What the hell? Global warming is a politics. I don't think it's political personally. It's kind of like, I don't know. I think it goes into like the territory, and like everyone's boundary is different. I think it goes into the territory where it's like, you know how like some people are like gay people existing is political, and it's like I don't think that's political. I just think people should just be how they need to be. You know, I just think you should do that. So I don't think, at least for me, that doesn't fall under the category of like no politics. Politics is something else. So politics is something else. But that wouldn't be political in that sense. So when my allergies get really bad, I use a neti pot. That's actually, I have a family member, I think, that uses a neti pot. That's not a bad idea, honestly. Let me write that down, because I have seen that before, back when I didn't have allergies. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, it's a neti pot. I should really write that down. Hold on. And take a screenshot so I remember. And look into it a little bit more, because I feel like that would really help. Thank you for the recommendation, by the way. Thank you. It does help, but it feels so bad for the first 2 times. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. Probably at least a little bit better than, hopefully a little bit better than like putting eye drops into my eye. I'm so horrendous with putting eye drops into my eyes. So it's like, I hope this is a little bit better. A little bit better of an experience. But I appreciate the recommendation still. We reached the infirmary. We should have brought flowers. Where do you think we'll find flowers? All over the place, Takeshi. I remember you saying this dumb shit. I remember you saying this before. All over the place. Wait, did Soda... Yeah, Soda watered them already. What the hell? Why do we not think that? You say that, but I don't know if you start to say that global warming is a conspiracy, then I'm pretty sure you'll shut that down. Yeah, because that's just kind of dumb. That's just kind of dumb, unfortunately. That's a little different, though. I would shut that down. I would shut that down, but like... advanced like dumbness, I think I have to shut that down no matter what. In the same way that like if somebody came into chat and it was like, I think gay people should permanently disappear, I have to shut that down. I have to shut that down and be like, okay buddy, go to that corner, a little bit and think about what you've done. So wait, Takeshi is speaking. No, we can't just let her out here. What if her injury gets worse? Why couldn't she just stay in bed? Hey, Kuranari-san? I left them there and ran out. The buoyancy elevator was right nearby. I pushed the down button and called the elevator. The lamp lit up, letting me know that it was working normally. I sprang in when the double doors opened. The doors shut quickly and it started going down. If she doesn't use A, she can't get up here. Until I get there, she definitely can't leave the sector. Alright, watch out, Tsugumi, because here I come. So we still go after Tsugumi. We still go after her. It doesn't even matter. Let me go... Can I skip? She was always acting tough, but I figured she was bawling by now, and that her leg would be killing her. She'd gone so far as that she probably couldn't get back even if she wanted to. Maybe she was regretting it. What I really wanted to do was get in a couple of good wisecracks to pay her back for all the hard time she'd given me. But I also felt a little sorry for her. The doors opened. The stale air of the isolated sector on the third floor flowed into my lungs. More like go into that corner forever. Next to the elevator I had ridden in, another elevator was still stopped. An elevator with a hole blasted in it. You couldn't even smell the stench of acetone anymore. I walked toward the end of the hallway, marshaling my wits. What's that? I realized that there was a room on the left side of the corridor that I hadn't seen during the power outage. Thinking to explore a little, I set my foot inside. A huge whale was stretched out. It said Cosmic Whale on the entrance. Apparently, that was the name of the attraction. I couldn't tell from a quick glance exactly what the attraction was. A whale floating in empty space. This is all the same, isn't it? Okay, it is. Sorry, I can't remember at this point because we're hopping back and forth. Again, I still like to play it like this. I still think this is the best way to experience the story. At least for me so far. I like, this is my preferred way of doing it. It's like back and forth between the two protagonists. But as a result, I don't remember what I've actually seen and what I haven't actually seen. So we're kind of just going through it right now, going through the motions, seeing where we end up. I thought to proceed gently. I want to handle the conversation correctly. She stood up slowly and looked my way. You looking for something? No, not really. She stepped back as if she was keeping watch over me. I could tell that she was agitated. She hadn't expected to see me. Her gaze didn't fix on anything. Her eyes kept flitting to the pipes behind her. Her gaze, it bothered me. What's behind you? Nothing. It's the same thing. There we go. I heard something. I don't know if she like slapped the shit out of me. I don't know what she did, but I heard something. Listen. Searching for a way to reach her. I just came out of basic human decency. No more power of friendship. My Nakama or my power. No, he's not saying the thing anymore. Aw, well that sucks. I just came here out of basic human decency. It's not like everyone's happy about the way you keep doing things. Because my injured friend suddenly went missing, that's why. Of course I came looking for you. Oh wait, no, he still does it. He still does it. Interesting, that's the only difference though. He still says friend, but instead he's like out of a basic human decency. That's why. I'm guessing it gets rewritten then to the Tsugumi route. Not that I can remember, but like something like, because I care about you, obviously, or whatever else. He says something very different there. Alright, I get it. You're so unbelievably selfish. I thought about pretending to raise my fist, but I didn't do it. Even if I did, she probably wouldn't flinch. Nah. Believe me, I don't want to be friends with someone like you. Why do you keep doing the violence thing, my guy? Why do you keep doing that? But we have no choice. We all have to get out of here. We all want to get out of here. Don't you want to get out of here as soon as possible? As long as we're in the same boat, we're friends. Move. I moved. I moved aside. he pours his heart out and she's just like, move the fuck out of the way. And then I moved. Anyway, giving me a glance, she moved toward the door, dragging her foot. She was moving awkwardly, still dragging her left foot. Left foot. Left foot? The fuck? Anyway, I moved on from that. At last, we reached the third floor. I had heard from Sora that you and the kid were holed up in the central control room because she wanted to figure something out. She said that Coco and Pipi had gone off somewhere on a walk. Wonder where they went. When I asked Sora about that, she put her finger to her lips and smiled. Shall we say individual study time? The fuck does that mean? What does that mean? I guess just free time. Free time! Alright, cool. What are we gonna do today? 12:51 p.m. We were the only ones in the conference room. Study time. Sora turned over the observation of Limu to the automatic Limith control system for a few hours. That would ensure Tsugumi and Yu some privacy, and give Sora a break too. What were they talking about? Oh no, just individually give them some privacy. Gotcha. Okay. So there she sat in a chair in the conference room, looking at the whiteboard. I stood at the whiteboard, dry marker in hand, playing Professor. A private lesson one-on-one. The reason we started that was Koko-chan and Kid-san were giving rave reviews of Tanaka-san's speech. What was it like? I asked her, but she wouldn't tell me. Kunanari-san, do you know? Well, yeah, but it's not like I have the whole thing memorized. I know, I'll bet I'll give you a lecture that's just as good. No, better than Yu's. And that was how it started. Okay, here, that's how we got here. The title of my lecture was The Psychology of Love. Are you qualified to give this lesson right now? Are you qualified to give very false and not real information? I was playing to the crowd, but I hadn't decided what I would talk about. It was all ad-lib. Let's see. When is your birthday? Akane Gasaki-kun? There we go. I would just choose a random starting point. Kuranari-san, what do you... No. I wagged my finger in front of her face. Then... Akane Gasaki-kun. When she said that, I said that while pointing at Sora. Professor Kuranari. I said that and pointed at myself. In English, he says, you understand, okay? You understand, okay? It has great teacher Onizuka energy to it. I don't know. Something about it. To which Sora responds in English, okay. She nodded. Professor Kuranari. Very good. Once again. When is your birthday, Akane Gasaki-kun? Development of Limith started on September 16th, 1992. Dates. We love dates. We love confirming things because if we do that, then we can do the thing that must be done. Where was my one note that I had? Shit, did I delete it? No. No, here it is. Okay. We said April of 2011 for something. I don't know what. I don't know what. I didn't take any note of it. Anyway, 2010 is a year when clones were no longer illegal. Very important. The development of Lima started September 16th, 1992. September 16th, 1992. Okay, cool. Very cool. Very neat. Very awesome. She should have trolled him with some more German. With some more German. It's like, you know, see, right here, listen, we're in an English lesson right now, okay? Listen, all right? Listen. The prototype was finished in October of 2000. In operation, actual operation of the Sora Odyssey system began in April 11 years later. Okay, so in April 11 years later, which is, as we know, 2003. So that means after Yu's father died. Okay. Operation of Sora that April. Okay, cool. Which means that I was born on April... Okay, well, if you're gonna fucking tell me... Wait a minute. This is not what I had. This is not what I had. The prototype was finished in 2000. Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry. I messed that up. I messed that up. I thought you meant from the other one. So 2000. And then your actual birthday then is April 2nd, 2011. Okay, why is this important? I feel like I've already figured this out, but to be fair, it's just because of you. You is very, like, lore heavy on this shit, but if you know what year it is, I feel like that's gonna break all of my convention of, like, why, what possible reason could there be for you to just be like, nah, I don't even think to tell you. Like, I don't even want to tell you it. Which means that I was born on April 2nd, 2011. 2011? Oh my, what a very young student you are. Wait, you're only 6 years... Wait. You're only 6 years old? No, I'm 24. How's that? I'm not sure of the reason my... What? What? I am not sure of the reason myself. Tee-hee ha-ha. Tee-hee-hee. Me when I lie? Hold on. Me when I lie? What'd she just say? 24? 2035. Okay. The year is coming out... Well, what I had last time was 2034. The year is coming out to 2035. I hate everything. I hate everything. How is this not... How is this working? How is this working? Oh, hello. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Raiders. Hello. Thank you so much, Dubkun, for the raid. For the raid. Welcome on in. What were you playing? What were you playing? Thank you so much for stopping on by and sharing your community with me. I really appreciate it. I'm here. If you don't know me, my name is Courie Cosmos. I'm the space delivery girl of the universe. I am here playing through Ever 17, The Out of Infinity, which is an Uchikoshi game. Uchikoshi being the creator of Zero Escape and the I, the Somnium File series. So if you know anything about those series, kind of mindfucks abound. Mindfucks abound. It's very, very cool. It's very neat. I'm like, I'd basically say halfway into it now at this point. But yes, I'm playing that now. We're playing some Crossworlds. Gotcha. I don't know much about Crossworlds, but I've heard of it before. Hold on, let me see. Let me see here. I hope it was fun though. I hope it was fun. Crossworlds. Yeah. Gotcha. Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I was like, I've heard of it before. What is it? yeah. Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Gotcha. I hope it was fun. Did you win every match that there ever was? I know the only thing I know about Crossworlds really is that they had the Evangelion crossover, and then they also have Joker in there because he can be anywhere. He can be anywhere, honestly, at this point. Joker is kind of like Hatsune Miku, honestly. They can just be anywhere at this point. They're hiding in their walls right now, just staring at you. So yeah, it was very fun. If only. Yep. I'm hyped for year 2 anime DLC. Yeah, I saw the anime announcements at it was the Summer Games Fest that they had those. It was like, it seems like people are very, like, Sonic fans are generally very happy with the game, so that's always good. But if only you didn't win all of your matches, all your races. If only if only it could be that simple. But I hope it was still a fun time. That's someone that has like every fictional character in it, right? The one that's like for Crossworlds. Yeah, it's like essentially, I don't know what it is about it. It's just like it has like the most insane crossovers, and it's like, okay, I was expecting this for my Sonic racing game, but sure, you can do that. It's like the Mario Party Sonic, and it just has like a bunch of Sega characters because they can do that. But also Evangelion is just there too. It's very, very fun. It's very, very fun. So funny that you mentioned that since Hatsune Miku is in Sonic Crossroads. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. It's like Miku is there. To be fair, Miku is Sega, so yeah, and Joker is there as well. It's just like, okay, we can just do that too. We can just do that as well. Got a Teto mod over. So it's like my main is Teto essentially. That makes sense. These Smash Kart racers, everyone's here. Da, 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 da. Oh man, I miss it. No. Every year we get further and further away from Smash Bros announcements. You think about that? I think about that all the time. It's crazy. It's awful. It's awful. I love those days. But of course, if you need to raid and run, feel free to do so. I appreciate the raid. Again, thank you so much. For anyone here as well, for Dubkun, of course, and then for anyone here as well, feel free to stick around, or if you gotta dip, you gotta dip. But I appreciate you sharing your community with me, so. I am here trying to figure out numbers, so I think the year is 2035. I know that 1 + 1 = 2, and therefore this must mean that the year is 2035 and not 2034. It's still 1 year off, but also, I don't know about that. I'm not sure of the reason myself. This year and last, even 3 and 4 years ago, I've been 24. I've been 24 since I was born. I don't fucking believe you. I literally don't believe you. I just don't believe you. I think you're lying to me. Because why would it just coincide? Like, coincidentally, like, it's just so perfect, right? I don't believe you. I don't think that's real. I've been 24 since I was born. Of course, it's just my program's age. I don't actually age like humans do. So I'll always be 24, eternally, I'm afraid. Aw, but you're not the Ever 17. Boo! Boo! And you're not the Remember 11 either. Boo! You're not that person either. I had to admit, it would be strange to hear her say I'm 41 looking the way that she did. It must have predicted that at such a time and fixed her eternally at 24. Okay. I'll be looking here, going to get some water. No worries. I appreciate it. I appreciate the lurk. So, I like that your voice gradually cracked after you said, I'm trying to figure out numbers. I'm trying to figure out numbers. I'm trying to. Perhaps, maybe. That makes perfect sense. If you make an AI avatar, you would lock their age. I guess so. You would try and lock their age. That's just internet in general, I guess. It's just kind of like, wow. Or just like people in general. There's like a fear of aging, so sometimes people don't. It's just like eternally, 19, yeah, let's go. That sort of thing. So, and then if you're like having a virtual world where it's like the virtual space and you can do anything, you kind of, if you're making your, like you said, it's like your own avatar, your own person, it's just like, yeah, why not make them a younger version of me? Sure, why not? So, I see. Then I shall accept you as, that's the wrong person talking. I see. Then I shall accept that you are 24, Akane Gasaki-kun. In that case, I think you should learn appropriate behavior for someone your age. She cocked her head to the side, a little bewildered. You mean that I don't seem 24 right now? Yes, that is exactly my point. Your average 24-year-old is more, how can I say? Has a bit more sparkle. What the hell are you talking about, Takashi? Takashi, what the fuck are you talking about? Sparkle? Are you saying that my face should be more shiny? No. That's not what I mean. 24 is when you start thinking about marriage. This cannot. What? What? I feel like it's a generational thing. Generations have different priorities, and if you are kind of around this point, everybody's a little bit different. There are some people, for example, that know from like high school that it's like, yeah, I want to start my own family. I want to get married and have children, and I want to do that for like my life. I want to do that. That's a very personal goal of mine. And so I think that's fair. And to be fair, with previous generations, I think the expectation is that, yeah, you are going to grow up and get married and have a child and do that stuff, right? Right? There's a lot more freedom now to choose to have that goal, which I appreciate. But also, I think this is... What the fuck are you talking about? What? What are you talking about? Marriage. You become friends with someone at 24, then date them for a few years and marry around 26 or 27. That's the key. Marrying into moolah. That's the key. Marrying into moolah. Marrying to money. That's what Takashi tells you. I guess so. I guess. Like, timeline-wise, sure. But also, what the hell are you talking about? Also, sure. I mean, he's 20, so he's probably like, this is what I want for myself. This is what I want for myself. can't ever be ever 17. Subpar. the lesser of the two. Less about the humanity of it, more about the fact that she's not human. Therefore they locked her age in. Gotcha. Remember, this was made in the early 2000s, before the housing crash even, so people still had hope for the future. Yeah. Again, it's like I was saying, it's like it's for different generations, and I guess even for like a millennial generation, right? Like they were still growing up. I think now people just don't give a shit. But I like think there's like a growing up aspect of it where it's just kind of like, yeah, we're gonna get married, we're gonna have a family, we're just gonna do that, right? We're gonna own homes, of course we're gonna do that. That sort of thing. So yeah, this is written from a generally Japanese ethical sensibility from the time where people can afford shit a bit more. Takeshi's taste right now indicative of the age of the viewpoints. Yeah. Yeah. I just find it funny how funny it is in the kind of looking at it in hindsight, where it's just like, Takeshi, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you saying? In some ways, this is still like a common like hell, not a common hell belief, but it's still a belief that people hold on to, and like even within Japan, like now, where it's just kind of like you're gonna get married, right? You're gonna do that, right? you're gonna have a family, right? You're gonna do that, right? Right? That sort of thing. Moolah. Does it have to do with cows? Amazing. Amazing. I love it. Hold on, let me take a sip of water here. One moment. Alrighty. If my voice doesn't die, hopefully, possibly, mayhaps. Does it have to do with cows? No! I guess my reference was a little dated. Listen up, you're asking too many questions. What were you referencing? What the fuck were you referencing? It's just a word. Be quiet until your teacher stops talking. I'll take all questions at the end, alright? Sora nodded silently. Now then, to go back to what I was saying. Sparkle means it's that gleam in your eyes as you frantically search for the object of your affection. All, of course, as a preamble to getting married. That is what I'm speaking of. Until 23, you choose a man who will be an appropriate boyfriend. After 24, you choose a man who will be an appropriate husband. Oh, gotcha. So like narrowing down is what you're saying. Yeah. You might think that an appropriate husband would be one who promises a bright future. But to borrow the words of the ancients, it all comes down to 3 heights. High education, high salary, high in stature. That would be the ideal individual. You think there's really guys out there like that out there? If you're feeling greedy, you might also look for someone who's kind, handsome, and cares about his family more than his job. If you're being greedy, terrible things. Like, God, if you must have this, you might just have someone who's vaguely attentive. You might just have that. God. Women, am I right? In other words. Yeah, right. You could search the whole world and never find a guy like that. Professor, you seem upset. I almost feel like it's not you that's speaking, Takeshi. I feel like it's the writer speaking. I feel like it's the writers who are speaking right now. Shut up! Sorry, it's a little dramatic. Excuse me. So, because of all that, the 24-year-old woman can become a very severe creature. Clever and calculating. And in order to bring down her prey, she must have the social skills of a little devil. Do you understand? She cocked her head. I want to sigh, but I pulled myself together to make a declaration. Well, perhaps it is better to put this theory into practice. Let us try it. Alright, Kuranari-san. Professor? Yes, Professor Kuranari. I will try my very best. No. That kind of talk is a no-no. Huh? Not yes, I will try my very best, but more, devilishly. What the fuck is this? What is this? Hold on. Okay. In a way that tries to attract attention by pretending to be sexually interested in someone in a pleasant but not serious way. I don't think I've ever seen this word before, honestly. Coquettishly. 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 Wow, I'm really learning things from this game, guys. I'm really learning right now. I feel so happy that I'm doing that. More devilishly, coquettishly. 1, 2, 3, go! Right after these ads. Right after these ads. Hold on. Let me go over to burp screen. Coquettish. Coquettish, I believe. Yeah, like sexily. I've never seen that word before. What the hell? I was like looking at it, it's like, what the fuck is this supposed to mean? But apparently it's just around. It's just one of those words. But yes, it is time for the first break of the stream. If you are here, stretch, get some water, all the good stuff. I will be right back in 3 minutes to continue more of Takeshi and just this fucking delusional ramblings. I will see you then. Alrighty, I am back. Let me go over to game screen. And hopefully my voice doesn't die for the next hour because we are continuing With whatever... Takashi, what are you talking about, my guy? What are you saying? 1, 2, 3, go! What the fuck? What are you talking about, Sora? The hell? So if you could do something like that right away, I'll kill you, you bastard! No, that's all wrong! That's not devilish, that's downright demonic. What the fuck are you talking? Sorry, I'm unsure. What is this? It's just... Why did they write... It almost sounds like a freaking chicken when they write it out. Why did they do that? The hell? As if I did something like that right away. I'll kill you, you bastard. Okay. And it's coquetry, not poultry. Professor, this is a bit too difficult for me to start with. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Really? Yes. Alright then. Well, how about you start by not speaking so formally? Alright, something but like that will be better. Something easier. Using the same example. Yes, I will try my very best. In casual conversation would be, sure, I'll give it a try. Sure, I'll give it a try. See, you can do it if you try. Sora's face lit up with a smile. It's just like so out of character for Sora. What are we doing? What are we doing? Wasting time, obviously. It's just like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Place is gonna implode or whatever. It's like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. I assume they did that because the other way, because you can refer to her is the other way you can refer to a chicken. I obviously can't read today. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I understand what you're saying. But I also don't. But I also understand words, and I agree with whatever you're saying. I agree with whatever you're saying. I'm so sorry. My brain I don't know what happened. I read that sentence and part of my brain, a very small part of it, just shut down. It's just like, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You've tried enough today. You've tried enough. She should be a VTuber. She should do it. She would thrive. Isn't that actually literally just cosmic Princess Kaguya? Isn't that literally just that? God, I was just thinking about that movie yesterday. It was so dumb. It was so dumb, but it was also really, really. It was pretty good. I liked it. It was maybe not my favorite movie, not something that I would say like, wow, this was fucking amazing or anything. But man, it had an aura to it, to be sure. I really liked it. It's literally just Cosmic Princess Kaguya though. This is literally just it. Sora's face lit up with a smile. This is interesting. Please teach me more. Her eyes shone. This is like so fun. Now you try. This is like so fun. Oh my god, girl, this is like so fun. We did that for like several hours. All right, the time has come to see the fruits of your labor. Go forth, my prize pupil. Then she's gonna go up to you and start talking like that, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck did you do to her? What did you do to her? Change her back. Gosh darn it. Coco and BB were jumping up and down in the rest area.
Oh, Sora-san. Hey, Sora-san, did you find Tsugumin?
Huh? Tsugumi? I haven't seen her. Anyways. The way that they did this is I like it, whatever. I don't care if it's only a writing thing, I like it. Anyways, Coco, don't you know any cute guys you could hook me up with? Is that what you taught her to say? Takashi, you gotta stop, my guy. You gotta take it back a little bit. I heard about that. Somebody just said it was Yuri and put it on the map for me. Do you recommend it? For a Yuri thing? I mean, so it is so Yuri. It is so Yuri. It's literally unbelievable. For a Yuri thing, it wasn't like my favorite thing in the world, but I recommend it. It's a pretty good time. It's a very fun time, I will say. It's got a lot of like, yeah, this is just like literally just turn your brain off. Don't think about this shit. Don't think about it at all. If you think about this too much, I got halfway into the movie and I was thinking about it, but wait, but why does this work? Why do you do, you know what? I'm not gonna ask questions. And I enjoyed the rest of the movie. So that's how you have to go about it. The Ghibli movie? No. It was the new one that came out on Netflix. The newer one. It came out like this year, last year. It has covers of Vocaloid songs in it, which is like it pulled some like classic Vocaloid songs back from the Demon Dead to be revived and sung in an official movie. And I was like, that's cool. These are people who like nerd culture, honestly. You could tell that in the movie. So at the very least, it's made with a lot of like reverence for that sort of aspect of society. The guys at this party last week were like such losers. Such losers.
Sora-san, I'm like 12 years old. What the fuck are you talking about?
I was like, I'm sick of eldest sons, man. I want something fresh. What the fuck? And then they wanted to go Dutch. Can you believe it? It's like total Dutch. What did you do to her? Coco burst into tears. My job here is freaking done. Pee-Pee let out a terrified growl. What's the matter? You don't like my new way of talking? Hey, what's going on? You, please, slap the shit out of Takashi or do something. Please, just shake him. Shake him. I was like, you gotta change your back, man. This is not okay. You came running. Oh, hey, it's you. I haven't heard from you, like, forever, girl. Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't heard you, like, forever, girl. Or what? Are you, like, busy, like a bee or something? What's happened to you, Sora? What are you looking all scared for? Really, how not cool. Hurry up and put an end to your work then. You wanna go clubbing or something? Did you want to stay out all night? Yeah. Kanari! Did you do this? And so, I fucking died that day. I literally died. Due to the general outcry, Sora went back to talking like her original self. That was one of those rare moments of like, in this game, there's a lot of stuff, and like I wouldn't say that there's not slice of life moments, but like I said, I think one of the better things about this game is generally the pacing, with the exception of like maybe like one spot in the, maybe some like a few spots maybe in both of the kid routes so far have been dragged on like a tad bit, but honestly they've been pretty good overall. But that was like an example of fluff, nothing to do with anything. Who cares? Who cares, honestly? But I like it. It kind of it just builds the characters a little bit more, because like, let's be real, it's about Sora. We could have had that scene with Sora and then it's like, wow, and then I went to go show everybody how she talks now, and everyone, you know, it just narration wise, everyone shot it down. Anyway, the end. The end. But they actually went out of their way to show it and be like, hey, by the way, here's how everyone responded to this, and everyone was so mortified by it that we never did that again. On Netflix, I don't watch Netflix. Yeah, if it's a Netflix original movie, so it would be Netflix exclusive at that point. So, oh, this is like Garu Persona before it was popular. Is Garu Persona popular now? I mean, I feel like is it popular now? I guess it is. I don't know. I'm out of the know. I'm out of the know, but I guess in some levels it is. I need to get a sip of water here. Hold on. Takeshi was literally shot. Literally shot. Maybe we need to value your accent for. No, we fucking don't. No, we fucking don't. Nope. I would never spend the whole stream speaking like that. I would never do that. Yeah, sure, it was a good slice of life moment, but because it actually helps characterize. It was also funny for how it characterized Sora. Yeah. I think as well, and I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't feel like the Sora ends is gonna... Up until this point, I didn't believe that the Sora end was gonna be happy. Maybe it's gonna be happy because, I don't know, we went up to the island and used reality and used timeline. Everything was fine. Everything was A-okay. So, like, maybe it's okay. But, like, in general, I would say, like, I don't expect it. I expect it to be kind of bittersweet. So in that sense, it's like, it's nice to have the fun times before it all goes to hell. Before it all goes to hell. They're all about to drown you to death. Let's teach AI how to talk like a Gyara. Yeah. Not the whole stream, just a redeem. A redeem for that? We do have a redeem, don't we? We have it talking a character voice. Oh, but it has to be a character voice. Like, it has to be, like, do the kid voice or, like, do this voice. We have yet to have a character actually require the, like, hey girlies, what's up? Welcome all. Welcome my oofies. We have yet to have a character like that. We will one of these days. I'm just gonna keep playing games. One of them eventually is gonna talk like that, and then you'll have it. It's gonna be a full redeem. You can do it at any time and terrify me forever. You could just do that. Several hours had passed since Sora's outburst. Yu, Coco, and the kid had finished their meal and moved to the rest area, where they were relaxing and letting their food digest. Okay then. I'd almost finished tidying up the kiosk. I pulled out the object I had secretly hidden behind the warmer. Actually, there had been one sausage left. Oh, I saw this before, didn't I? Yeah. But what are you doing? Were you eating something? Oh, well, if you don't know, it doesn't matter. As usual, Sora feigned ignorance. It looked like she didn't remember my love psychology lecture. It was just as well. What? What? Hold on. What are you talking about? One moment, hold on. I don't think there's any, like, true meaning behind that. Also, my voice is dying. It's gonna be a rough rest of stream. Sorry. Sorry. But also, I don't think he meant anything by that. I was gonna say, is like, what are you saying? Are you saying that Sora's been having memory issues, essentially? No, I think he's just saying, like, yeah, she doesn't even remember. She's not gonna talk about it right now. She's moved on to the next thing, essentially. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. By the way, I just had a talk with Komachi-san. Oh, really? Surprised, I blinked. You spoke to Tsugumi? Yes, she returned to the infirmary, so I went to see her. Komachi-san was actually the one to speak first. Oh? Yes, she said that she was sorry for going too far and smashing the medical equipment. Apologized? Tsugumi? Yes. I was surprised. No, I was really surprised. And then she asked me a really strange question. A strange question? What'd she ask? Well, she said, what do you know about my past? Oh, there we go. I remember this at the very least. Gotcha. Did she delete it? She deleted it from her memory bank. She was just like, yeah, it's not important. Everyone keeps acting so weird. Everyone keeps screaming every time I say words. Just like, you know what? I'm just gonna delete that one. Maybe that's what it meant, actually. Maybe that's what it meant. Take a lodging, maybe. You have to maybe take this. No. Yeah, I'll probably make some tea after stream and stuff like that. But for right now, it is just kind of like, I've just been speaking a lot more, just so much more words to be said during the day and here as well. So, I didn't know what to say. And I told you I didn't know anything. Because I didn't know anything. Oh. It was a strange question. Where's Tsugumi now? I said that, trying to restrain my sense of urgency. She nodded at my answer and went to bed. Bed? She went back to the infirmary and went... she went back to the infirmary and went to bed? Well, yes. Are you sure? Is that where she is now? Yes, probably. Can I skip? this? I can a little bit. I nodded, but Sora looked troubled. What's wrong? All it takes is a quick scan. Yes, well... Kuranari-san, I don't like to scan with the sensors unless it's an emergency. Why? What? There are times when even you want to be alone, right, Kuranari-san? And there are times when you want to talk about something secret or be alone with somebody. I want to protect people's privacy. If I scan, then I know everything. But we need to know where the sick person is. Are you saying she's not there? What are you talking about? Sora's smile was slightly uncomfortable. Sora went to check on Lemith, and I went to the second floor infirmary. I hope she's resting properly. Hey, Tsugumi, can I come in? I think this is all the same. Yep, okay. I considered the evidence. The cotton in the box and the scattered pieces of nut. Did Tsugumi have some kind of pet? It seemed like a reasonable conclusion. In that case... yeah. This is all the same, right? Nope, it definitely is not. Maybe she's gone to look for a new pet. But where exactly? I couldn't ask Sora. I called Sora from the infirmary terminal, but she didn't appear. I looked at the map of Limu on the monitor, but I can detect no signs of life. Was there anywhere nearby that could operate Lemith with a large terminal? Of course, the security office. There are times as well in the story, and I don't know if it's just like, well, she's not here now. You okay, buddy? Hold on 1 second. Man, this really is the cursed stream. It's such a cursed stream, man. It's such a cursed stream. It's one thing after the next. Sorry, I think Doggo... I'm not sure if Doggo, like, choked on her own spit, or if she woke up from a really bad dream, or, like, maybe both at the same time, but she was having a moment. She was having a moment. She was freaking out. So I had to go calm her down. I'm sorry about that. TLDR, it's not that deep, Kuranari. It's not that deep. Gosh darn it. It's not that deep. Stop looking into it. What I was saying is, like, I don't know if we're having these moments of, like, yeah, and then Sora couldn't appear, therefore the plot happened moving forward, or if this is gonna be relevant in, like, the final, like, machinations of the game, where it's just like Sora cannot appear in certain areas. She's like, hey, I respect people's privacy, I would never want to scan, but it's also like, I literally cannot scan in this room. For whatever reason, I can't appear in this room, but I know she can appear later, so, like, right, she didn't want to... Tsugumi smashes the equipment, apologizes, and then Sora's like, hey, I didn't want to... She didn't... I think later on in the Tsugumi route, Sora says, like, I didn't want to... Like, by the way, I can't appear there anymore, or something like that. I can't remember the specifics behind it, but it is something. There is something behind it, essentially. She's not sneaking midnight snacks, is she? She would never. There's no food in here anyway. But yeah, she was just like, she was freaking out a little bit. She was really caught off guard. So, of course, the security office. If I went there, I'd probably learn something. I left the infirmary and turned left down a corridor. When I arrived at the security office, I opened the door and flew inside. There was somebody already there. Okay, it's you. I can skip this. Don't get me wrong. I didn't purposely try to get you to do something that I knew you couldn't do. I'm not like you. I'm not stupid. You and I are built... Sorry. I thought she literally said you and I are built different. Oh my gosh. She has actually said that. You and I are different up here. There we go. You and I are freaking built. We are not the same. I'm freaking built different, bitch. Tsugumi tapped her head. I'm going. What's your problem? I can't believe you're being like that at a time like this. It's not a nice thing to say. I'll be fine. You go back to the security office. When I get through the other side, you can tell me where Hammy is. Okay, so we still gotta look for Hammy, apparently. We won't be able to locate him without Limith, will we? Yeah. But rather, I'm guessing this time, rather than being, like, surprised, like, you're really gonna fucking do this? Like, fuck no, don't do this. Instead, she's kind of like, yeah, I obviously know you're not gonna do this, because I don't believe in you, because we never spent any time together, basically. Basically, at this point. We spent some time together, but basically, we haven't spent any time together. Yeah, is it? Well, why don't you use that superior intellect of yours to do something? Unless someone who can operate Limith stays behind, it won't work. Tsugumi laughed. It's no problem. I've learned from you. I'll show you what I can do with a little courage and guts. No, just wait a- Ow! She punched me. Tsugumi punched me. She punched me! See you later. Tsugumi took the rope hook and went down the ladder. Oh, is she going herself? I guess she can just do that too. Takashi, in one timeline, you slapped the shit out of her. So it's fine. It's okay, buddy. Before long, she disappeared from view. The rope stretched into the water. Holding my stomach, I sunk to my knees. She got me with a solid body blow and I couldn't stand up. She really hit hard. I can't believe her. I seem to remember that getting punched like that by someone wearing a mascot costume. Oh, that did happen. That did happen in this version of the game. Okay, I couldn't remember. It's not just the new version. This did happen in the old version of the game as well. Was that Tsugumi? I was suddenly dizzy. My stomach was in agony. She's talking to Tuna Savages. She wishes. She loves like fish and any sort of like, I think just like the smell, because like fish has such a potent smell. She loves anything sort of fishy. She freaking wishes though. She freaking wishes, but then she would have diarrhea for days, and then she's like, no, you can only have your specialized diet, doggo. You can only do that. You know that's what she meant though. Here's what she meant. I really do like her. She's funny. Wait, so Tsugumi was in the costume? Yeah. I just didn't remember if the costume had actually, like, slugged the shit out of him. Because I remember that in the new version of the game that I played for, like, an hour or two before changes. But I didn't remember if that had happened in the old game as well. So it did. Gosh darn it. Not where I'd been punched. I was suffering from a totally different pain. I reached for the pipe and tried to stand up, but my hand grasped at thin air. My vision clouded. I coughed and spat. What erupted from my mouth was the semi-liquid remains of my hot dog. Ew! Why? Why? Why does this keep happening? What the? I felt a chill as I lost consciousness. Is this the... I was almost about to call it Radical 6. Is this the Teeth Blau? We're saying he felt a little sick, and then, you know, and then he's gonna get a little bit better, and then he's gonna get really sick, essentially. When I regained consciousness, I was lying half in a pool of water. Where am I? Ah, it's the pipe room. What happened to Tsugumi? In front of me, I could see the rope disappearing into the hatch. That's right, she's looking for Hammy. I have to go get to the security office. Tsugumi will need navigation. You're too late. Sorry, I'll be right there. What? I've already been there and back. Okay. So she can literally do this shit herself. Which, I mean, to be fair, she can, because she's literally immortal. She can't die. What's there to fear? But also, in the Tsugumi route, Takashi went and did it himself. He was like, yeah, I'll go and do this for you. But also, it's a lot less... it's a lot less cool when Tsugumi is just like, yeah, you dumbass, you're not gonna be able to do this. You're not gonna be able to handle this. Let me do this myself. And Tsugumi just does it. With a startled look on her face, Tsugumi peered out the hatch. She closed the rope as she stood up and closed the hatch. I slowly got off the floor. How'd it go, Tsugumi? Is your vomit still on the floor, Tsugumi? Hopefully you didn't have to see that? I found him. He was in the corner of the room, but I couldn't catch him. I think he ran this way. Oh, I hoped we could catch him. Just let me check then. What does this hamster look like? He's just a normal Jungarian. Gray color, black stripe on his back, small enough to sit in the palm of your hand. Like that? Like squishing size, essentially? Yeah, like you could literally kill him, like if you were to squish your palms together. Huh, that's oddly specific, but okay, I'll keep an eye out. I pointed at a small rodent running along the nearby pipe. Oh, hey buddy, I guess you're just here now. Takeshi, grab him. What? Seeing the rodent, Tsugumi's eyes got huge. I had no idea what to say. The small furry animal noticed Tsugumi and me and froze, his eyes fixed on us. Well then, I reached my hand out. Gotcha. What? Just like that? I didn't think I'd catch him so quickly. The stunned hamster lay quietly in my hand. Whoa, nice catch. No, be careful. Don't squeeze him so hard. Yes, so now you care. Now you care. But when it's to prove a point, it's like, oh, well, Tsugumi can do whatever she fucking wants because, yeah, sure, it'll be fine. Sure, okay, Tsugumi. Okay. I guess at this point, she hasn't figured it out yet, essentially. That, like, hey, this hamster is immortal, by the way. But also, what the hell? What? Tsugumi snatched the rat from my hand. She stroked it gently as if she were consoling it. Did it hurt? I'm sorry. No, what? Is that really a rat? I mean, what is that thing doing here in the first place? I was taken aback. No. I keep telling you. This is not a rat, it's Chami. He's a Jungarian hamster. Tsugumi spat the words out. She pouted as she glared at me. Okay, he's not a rat, he's Chami. Chami. The hamster's name is Chami? I didn't say that. I never said that. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss? Like, what the fuck are you talking? You just said... Me pulling up the log of life and being like, you just said that. You literally just fucking said that. I have receipts. Embarrassed, she bowed her head. Well, anyway, that's what you were looking for. She nodded silently. Okay, well, great. It was lucky. That was lucky, wasn't it? Anyway, we caught him. Yeah. Takeshi, thank you, I guess. Baka. Her voice was quiet and expressionless. Wow, I love my tsundere. Ah! She still slapped the shit out of me. She knocked me down and bolted out of the room. She was soaking wet and still clutching Chami. What is with that chick? I just wanted to tell her how glad I am that she was okay. Seems that I missed my chance. Stunned, I listened to her footsteps grow fainter. We never brought up the fact that he vomited. We never brought that up again. 11:06 p.m. So that's what happened. Oh, I see. Several hours elapsed since the hunt for Chami. I had asked Sora to come with me. I had asked Sora, I think there was a typo here. I'd asked Sora to come with me to the souvenir kiosk on the second floor. Isn't it great that Komati-san found her friend? Yeah. Her friend, huh? Well, as far as Tsugumi was concerned, it was her friend. Anyway, Kuranari-san, weren't we going to search this kiosk for food? Was that right? It was quiet all around. There was no one around. Ooh, if we find beer here, if we find alcohol in here, then that means that in the other route where the U route essentially where Kid was when we saw him on the monitor, that means he was drinking with Sora and having a conversation with her. So in his own way, he was technically on the Sora route in some regards. There was no one around. You, the Kid, and Coco were in the conference room preparing for bed. Tsugumi was probably asleep in the infirmary. Well, we looked pretty thoroughly last time and didn't find anything. But there are nuts and cookies here. I saw them right away. Look. Sora pointed at the packets in the kiosk. Oh, really? There was a mountain of packets just like the one I had found under the belt in the infirmary. I guess we were all half asleep when we looked last time. Well, we don't need to worry about food for the time being. You can all keep eating the fried tuna sandwiches, can't you? Yes, there are plenty. I don't know what the expiration date on them is, but there should be enough for at least 2 or 3 more days. How convenient. How convenient. Oh, yeah. We kept talking for a while. It was an ordinary conversation with no fixed theme and nothing to do with the topic of escape. I wonder what the weather is like up there. I have no way of knowing what the situation's like up on the surface. But judging from what it's like underwater, it's quite calm. It's unlikely to get any worse anytime soon. That's reassuring. Yes. Meaning half the meaning was probably lost. I thought that perhaps the conversation could be an opportunity. I searched for the right words. Listen, Sora. I want to talk to you about something serious. You do, Kuranari-san. Actually, so do I. Really? Okay, so after you, ladies first. No, Kuranari-san, you go first. No, you go first. No, I insist, you must go first. No, you of course, you must go first. No, you of course, you must go first. Gosh darn it. No, don't do it. To tell you the truth, I'm a little embarrassed. So am I. Choices. Okay, me first. I can't imagine that's the right choice. Sora first. Both at the same time. These are very good choices to be choicing. And let's go ahead and save in this spot. Takeshi clawing at the nest. The fuck does that mean? Okay. Alright, buddy. Let's see. Else. Say at the same... SOF. Else. I'll go first, you go first. Else. Say at the same time. Gotcha. Okay, so say it at the same time is gonna be the correct thing. I would imagine so. That seems like the most, like, haha, you first. No, you. Let's say it together. Like, oh my gosh, like, wow. So lovey-dovey, that sort of thing. Hon, what do you want? I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want? What do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. I feel like maybe I feel like this. Well, I don't know. Maybe I feel like this. Like, I don't know. But it's just kind of a suggestion. Like, what do you want? I don't know. Well, what do you want? It just goes on over and over. Oh man. Both at the same time. Well, let's both say it at the same time. All right. Okay, together then. 3, 2, 1, go! In situations like this, usually it happens that one of them only says something, but... It's about the lecture today. It's about the lecture today. Okay, we were both thinking about the same thing. Interesting. I'd spoken a moment sooner. Well, okay. Love psychology. Soda's cheeks were bright red. That. I was probably a little red, too. We were reflected on the glass of the kiosk. Soda twinkled as she spoke. I wanted to speak to you about the lecture. Koko-chan was afraid of me, and Tanaka-san seemed mad about something. Yeah, but what you said wasn't wrong. At least I don't think so. It was very wrong. For a few reasons, it was a little wrong. Neither do I. I think my examples may have been a little extreme. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. But I think my basic message was right. Yeah? Yeah. Professor, I would like you to finish the lecture. Teach me everything. Teach me what I don't know. Alright then, Akanegasaki-kun. The lecture resumes. After our studies. She was the only one participating in my lecture. No one else was listening. No one else gives a shit. It was a one-on-one lesson. Well, Akanegasaki-kun, we're gonna get back to the basics. I played it up a little. Professor, I have a question. What is it? You weren't acting like this earlier today. I pretended to clear my throat. The professor is practicing speaking like a professor. Let's not worry about how to talk. The way you're talking is fine. There are gentlemen who prefer gentle voices. I went to the kiosk alone. The inside of the kiosk, which had not been used since the second flood, was strewn with colorful stationery and merchandise. Professor, what should I do? Just stand there. All right. Soda was waiting just outside the kiosk. I jumped over the counter. I brushed aside the stuff that was lying around and went over to the window. Alright then, Akane gosh, I hate I hate her last name. Alright then, Akane-gasaki-kun. Yes, what is it, Professor? Come a little closer. From inside the kiosk, I beckoned to Sora. Sora approached the glass. She stopped about a meter away. Kuronari-san, if I go any closer, the RSD image will... Don't be so unromantic or you'll spoil the mood. But I'll probably start to look flat. Embarrassed, she bowed her head. It's fine, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Repeat after me. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Blushing furiously, Sora timidly approached the window. Slowly, one step at a time. That's it. Before long, Sora and I faced each other through the thin sheet of glass. In some ways, this is quite literally, like, this is like a archetype, I guess, like a stereotype or like an archetype thing of just like the person who has to learn how to love and you're the one who teaches it to them, essentially, that sort of thing. But honestly, even Tsugumi was kind of like that, technically. We had to teach her not about love, but like how to live, how to love life, essentially. So in some ways, even though it wasn't literally this like one-to-one like role-playing the scenario, it is kind of basically the same thing. So it's like you could see the differences between them, but you could see there's a lot more similarities between them than I originally had anticipated, I would say. Anyone here dating Japanese or character AI? How did they rate their relationship? Oops, I didn't mean to do a real hyperlink. You're okay there. You're okay there. Yeah, I find it just like so. It's not to get into like a serious topic. I probably shouldn't bring it up, but also like I find it so genuinely terrifying. The people who are like Chappy T is my friend, buddy. He's my buddy, old pal, my good friend in life. And it's just like, oh my gosh, we have failed so badly as a society. We really have. We really have. Sora and I faced each other through the thin sheet of glass, but also in some ways, I guess this is literally what what Takashi is doing right the fuck now. Here I am. Do I look strange, Professor? Don't worry. I told you it was alright, didn't I? Her image was warping a little, but it was nothing serious. Alright then, practice. I'm a little nervous. Well, then don't let me make you nervous. Relax. Okay, repeat after me. Relax. In my hand, I held a marker pen that I picked off the floor. It was red, a water-based pen. Alright then. You know, I thought you were a traditional Japanese girl. Really? Yeah, pure and sincere, lovely. Ah, shit. I skipped over it. But I felt that as a 24-year-old, you were lacking a little something. What? Color, the look of a grown woman. Sora was standing on the other side of the spotless glass. Sorry. This is fucking ridiculous. If you wanted to wear lipstick, surely she can just, I don't know, somehow customize what she's doing. This is ridiculous. He really is just doing it one for one. I can't believe it. It all comes back to this. The difference is the level of sophistication in the AI. Like, Sora is basically a real human at this point. Sora is basically a real human at this point. And for most sci-fi fantasy things, honestly, that is pretty much the case. Not always, but that is pretty much the case. It's still just the NMM, not really AI, right? So Sora being real AI is like a different league entirely. I took the cap off the pen and traced a line of Sora's lips. Hold on. Remove window. I can't believe this is possibly going to be the thumbnail of the next episode of this episode. This is fucking ridiculous. Takashi, what are you doing, my guy? The fastest way to give you color is with makeup. With conservative makeup like yours, you won't even attract doctors or lawyers. Your makeup has to be far more feminine. Professor, I look fucking ridiculous. I look like the friggin' Joker. What are you doing? I don't understand what you mean. A picture is worth 1,000 words. I carefully drew her lipstick. That tickles. What do you mean it tickles? The fuck do you mean it tickles? How does it tickle? What are you talking about? Stand still, Akanigasaki-kun. This is difficult. I'm not moving. I'm literally not moving. Maybe my hand wasn't used to the angle. Anyway, it was shaking a little. I drew her eyeline. I drew her eyeline, gave her mascara, colored in her eyebrows. Takashi knows a lot about makeup. All right, you're done. Finished. What a work of art. If I could give it a title, I'd call it. Yes, I'd call it Butterfly of the Night. Professor! Oh gosh, what have we done? What have we done to you? Never mind, this guy doesn't know anything about anything. Damn, we couldn't even like ask you or anything like that. We don't know shit about shit apparently. Why are we the professor? Professor? Is this feminine makeup? Hold on. Oh, is it not there? I have to move forward. Well. Yeah, I guess it really is just gyaru. I wasn't expecting. I don't know if this is, I wouldn't say this is gyaru. I would say you're, a little bit off, Takeshi. I would say, Takeshi, what the fuck? Not quite. Uh-huh. She's basically the Joker. She's basically the Joker. Why the fuck is Takeshi so chocolate? I'm starting to remember why I didn't care much for this route. Yeah, it is a interesting route. I like it in theory, right? The idea that we're spending time with her and it's like we're being just a big idiot. We're being just a big goofball, and she's being like, yeah, teach me about the way of humans in the world. I like it in theory. In practice, it is. Well, I think this image kind of sums it up pretty well. But overall, I'm still like in vague waves, in vague general strokes, I'm still enjoying the general lighter atmosphere before it goes to shit. But it's actually over the top. Really over the top. It was a complete failure. It looks like a child scribbling. I've never looked like this. This is a change. Yeah, I've never seen anything quite like this. I think I like it. I wouldn't be so sure about that, Akanigasaki-kun. You really truly think so? Please don't like copy this onto your face and show this to Coco, because she's gonna cry again. I'm gonna have to voice her crying again. Don't do it. What? You don't like it? It is something after the immortality end of like virus, clothes, child experimentation, etc., etc. Yeah, it's a lot. Is it a lot more of like brevity? Levity rather. Is it a lot more like lighthearted than the other routes? In some ways, I guess like maybe the U routes. The U route got really dank really early on, but like to be fair, it started off like pretty kind of like lighthearted as well. So I would probably agree with that. I would probably agree. It's just like maybe after doing so many of these different routes, I just kind of need a break, man. Anything will do. Anything will do. What do you mean? Akanigasaki-kun? It's all wrong. I tried to rub the lipstick off with my hand. Okay, nobody will ever see this, hopefully, because this is ridiculous. But it wouldn't come off. The more I tried to wipe it off, the more lipstick spread on her face. Professor, is this feminine makeup? All around Sora's mouth was stained red. Kanigasaki-kun, not exactly. Without meaning to, I laughed. Professor? I'm sorry, but it's certainly a change. I was apologizing, but I couldn't stop laughing. Oh, Professor! Stop playing with my face! Then Sora started to laugh as well. We both collapsed laughing. The sound of our laughter filled the silence of the nighttime kiosk. It had been ages since I laughed like that. And after we had laughed for a while, Sora moved over to the next window. Please do it properly this time. And we had the exact same portrait again. Yep, it's gonna go so well for you. I just know it. I just know it in my heart of hearts. Sora's face became serious. Alright, okay. This time, I promise you perfect feminine beauty. I picked up the pen again and faced the glass. I faced it, but... What's wrong? Nothing. I didn't draw anything with the pen. I stared deep into Sora's eyes through the glass. Okay, so kind of more of a maybe possibly romantic moment here. There is nothing wrong, by the way, with like the idea that like a couple or like a girlfriend's like, boyfriend, come and do my makeup. Come and do my makeup. I want to see how well you do. I want to see how well you do. I find that really funny. I find the concept really funny and really hilarious because it's just like, no, I don't know anything about it. It's like, what's the worst that can happen? How badly could you mess this up? Very badly. Very badly. It could go horrendously, but it's like that in of itself, it's cute. Obviously, Takeshi is doing it in the manner of like, I have to teach you what's femininity is, and this is what it means to be a woman, and this sort of thing is like, man, you suck at this. Man, you suck at this. Obviously, but still, it's like I can see why they're both like dying essentially, or they're just like dying laughing, where it's just like, yeah, this is ridiculous. This is stupid. I stared deep into Sora's eyes through the glass. Professor Kuranari? Her glossy lips were forming my name. Let's not do this. Huh? You don't need makeup. You don't need makeup, Sora. You're already beautiful. Professor, don't tease me. I'm not teasing you. I mean it. Don't say that, Professor. I could see Sora blushing. If you say that, Professor, I'll start to take you seriously. She bowed her head, her eyes searching around. No more playing, teacher. Professor? Kuranari-san? Sora slowly raised her head and looked me in the eyes. Sora, your hands. Put your hands here. I put my hands against the glass. Yeah, because we're not gonna be able to have, I mean, unless she's really there on the island, we're not gonna have like any sort of like emotional kiss scene. Can't really do that. Can't really do that, of course. I put my hands against the glass. Sora placed her hands where mine was. Right against left, left against right. Separated only by a pane of glass, our hands were touching. It felt strange. What should be a barrier between us was actually the only thing joining us. Without something between us, we couldn't touch. But on either side of the glass, we were able to confirm the existence of the other. It felt as if my hands were touching Sora's body. Sora's face was there in front of me, mere centimeters from me. We were so close, it felt like I could hear her breathing. I thought that I could probably even take her in my arms. Kuranari-san, may I ask you something? Go ahead. I feel warm. I feel really warm. From my fingers and in my heart. What's happening? Why do you think? I couldn't answer. Sora's eyes glistened with tears as she stared at me. The glass in the window was shaking. Sora's warmth spread to my hands, but it was just an illusion. If I closed my eyes, Sora disappeared. But in my hands, I could feel the warmth like sunshine. Even if the warmth was just an illusion, Sora existed there and then. Of that, I was certain. Oh, that was a sweet scene. In general, I think, because with Tsugumi, for example, you really don't get any sort of like she slowly warms up to you over time, and like, but it takes a while. With Sora, it feels like I don't know, maybe it's just me, feel free to disagree with me, but it's like, maybe it's just me, but I feel like we had two scenes and it's like, I'm in love with you. You know, I just love you so much, you're so pretty. And we just like, suddenly everything changed. But I guess maybe you could argue like, maybe it's kind of like, how do you say it? It's kind of like, hey, I'm gonna turn these feelings of like, wow, you're really pretty, into suddenly being like, haha, like teacher-student gag sort of thing, before it becomes like, I can't do this anymore, actually, I genuinely think you're really pretty. That sort of thing. Kind of like joking around before it's like, actually, genuinely, I kind of like you a little bit. So, darkness spread out before my eyes. Without limit, it spread. Nothingness. I think we saw this before. We sure did. We sure freaking did. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up the guide. Push button or don't push button. If you don't push the button, you get no points, but if you push the button, you get points with Tsugumi. Therefore, we are going to not push the button. Absent-mindedly, I stared at the elevator call button. At that moment, the button was truly meaningless. Still, I thought about reaching out to push it again, but decided against it. Hi. Hearing a voice from behind me, I turned my head, and there was Tsugumi, standing quietly. Hey, what were you up to? There's no point in waiting around. The elevator won't come. Can I skip this? I can, actually. What's the other one, then? Hold on. It does not matter. It does not matter. Okay. Well, in that case, that's right. Quale. I know, of course, what this is. I don't know. Yeah, I know what it is. The jellyfish gondola attraction. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So, what about it? Well, Quail is just behind this elevator room. Yeah, come to think of it, you're right. And then we both fell silent. Tsugumi started to giggle and gave me a hard look. We both knew what we were going to do next. Are we still gonna have the scene with Tsugumi? Really? I didn't think we were gonna have that scene with her. Because it seemed like that was a very specific thing to her route, but I guess nope. I guess we go. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. What is it? Well, there's something I wanted to ask. Something I want to confirm. Are you on the Sora route right the fuck now? How did you know? Yeah, I freaking knew it. I freaking knew it. I'm missing my CGs. It was strange that Tsugumi would have something she wanted to just say that she wanted to say just to me. Her behavior seemed extremely odd. It's strange, but it feels like I'm beginning to lose it. Like I'm going crazy. Uh-huh. So tell me, where are you? Okay. It all goes back? No. That's gonna be like, does it all go back around? No, it does not. Out of nowhere, she asked me again. What do you mean, where? I'm right here. Yeah, but where is here? You know, here is here, right? I beat the palm of my hand against my chest. Have you ever cut your fingernail? Have you ever cut your fingernails? There we go. That's the same. And then she still proceeds to choke me out. Okay, so she still proceeds to do that. But, you know, crushing Chami with all her might, that's a Tsugumi exclusive. You only get that from doing her route specifically. Yay! At that time, Tsugumi continued to hold my neck with her hands. Little by little, she began to apply more pressure. After a while, it became difficult to breathe. My mind began to fog over. I was slowly drifting towards chaos. You see, your existence has no substance. All you are is a concept. You are just a packet of information, software. Okay, I think this is all the same, right? It's not. The game won't let me skip being choked the fuck out. Okay. God damn it, why? The information written on a CD has no physical body, right? The CD itself is just plastic, a hard mass of polycarbonate. I'm guessing that the way, you know, the way that this game would come on a CD, which I'm obviously totally doing right the fuck now, obviously, of course, of course. But in the way that this game would come on a CD, basically calling reference to that, it's like a meta sort of like whoa, that sort of thing. But that mass has nothing to do with the information it holds. Information can't have a physical body. That's impossible. Information does not have shape or substance. The embodiment of information only takes place through its application. However, the embodied information itself has no actual body. The essence of information is the information itself. Takeshi, it's the same for you. There's no physical substance to your essence. Instead, the human called Kurenari Takeshi is no more than a concept, information, software. What the fuck are you talking about? Why do you have to do this? Takeshi doesn't understand metaphysical ideology. He doesn't understand it. No more explanation. No more explanation needed. Can we get out of here, please? Yay? No. No, you have to listen to this shit. You have to listen. Really pay attention. It is time for the next break of the stream. I don't believe it. Time is flying by. Let me go over to Burb screen. And again, like I said, I am wilting away, so it's probably gonna be like only like 30 more minutes. But we've still seen quite a bit of new scenes for Sora there, which is always interesting. This is not what I was expecting from this route. I think I was expecting more philosophical, like, hey, what is the meaning of life, and like, what is this? But like, played more straight and more serious in the way that Tsugumi does it. But no, she's just edgy, apparently. She's just hardcore. So, you know, Sora doesn't really do that. But anyway, if you are here, stretch, get some water, all the good stuff. I will be right back in 3 minutes. See you then. Alrighty, I am back. Let me go over to game screen. Alrighty, I am back. Continuing with the flashing lights and the existential dread. And that essence is realized only through your body, the hardware. That's it. Your body is just hardware. It's just a device in which the entity of you is embodied. Why do you? I spat out the words with difficulty. How come you are? Was I making any sense to her? I couldn't tell. The weight of Tsugumi's whole body was on my neck. Oh, sorry, this is her speaking. I can't. I just can't. For an instant, her grip loosened slightly. I can never escape. Did you cry before? I don't remember you doing that. Then again, it has been a while, but I don't remember you actually doing that. I'm bound eternally to this horrid body. My soul is forever in chains. Tsugumi became teary-eyed. So it was the light deep in her eyes. Tears. So that was the light deep in her eyes. Tears. Hey, Takeshi. What? You kill me? Half lying on her side, she grabbed my wrist. You know, girly pop, if this is what happens when I don't date you or don't try to befriend you, I'm a little concerned about you, you know? It's okay. Everything's gonna be alright. It is kind of interesting. So we're still seeing parts of her psyche, even though, you know, it is the soda route. And so that makes sense. Vice versa happens. So that makes sense. Also, thank you for the welcome back. She tried to force my hands to her own neck. Please, kill me. What are you talking about? I broke away from her grasp. Why are you talking like this? Yeah, I get it. Tsugumi muttered, her voice shaking, and her gaze drifted off. You're just a coward. Just a gutless man. In fact, you're not even a man. That's got nothing to do with this. Come on, please. Kill me. Can't you do it? Are you crazy? There's no way I could do such a thing. Why not? Why can't you? Of course I can't. I don't need a reason. I don't want to. Why do you want to die so badly anyway? Why do you need someone to kill you? Please, it's because... Forget it. Are you really so unwilling? You're damn right I'm unwilling. Well, in that case, I know. I will kill you instead. Sora! Sora! With all her strength, Tsugumi slammed me to the floor and started choking me. I'll give you the gift of death, and then I'll... Girlie, that's not gonna work. You know you can't die. You know you can't die. That's infinite jail time. You're gonna be stuck in there for a long-ass time. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. That sucks. With all her strength, she slammed me down. Slammed me down. And slammed me down. Again and again. Stop it! If she kept it up, I would die. She would just kill me. No, I was dying. If she didn't stop, I was a goner. This is what happens when you don't rizz up the immortal girl. It's giving... I wanted to say it, and I was like, this has nothing to do with anything at all. It's giving, like, big... Like, why didn't you choose my root sort of energy? Isn't it? Before that was really a meta thing. I don't think that's what they're doing here. I don't think that's what the writers are intending or going for. But it's giving that sort of energy of, like, Doki Doki... you and her... Me and her, or whatever the fuck the other one was called. those sorts of ones where it's like, it's the meta sense of, why did you not choose my route, you fucking dumbass? You literally just chose it. That sort of thing. And I kind of like that, even though this is intense. This is so much more intense than anything that ever happened in Harvard. Hold on, girly pop. Well, is it more intense than killing a hamster? I think so, because as far as you know, I'm not immortal. I think I think it's a little intense. I think it's maybe just as intense. Attempting to force her off, I scratched her. Something red started to drip from her lips. It was blood. She was bleeding. Blood mixed with tears. Suddenly, her shadow loomed over me. I couldn't see a thing. And then her mouth closed on mine. Our lips pressed together hard. What have you fucking done? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why? My mouth was filled with the taste of her blood and tears. Why would you make me an immortal too? Why would you do that? I'll kill you. I will. I'll kill you. No. Don't leave me alone. Please. Don't leave me alone. Please. Takeshi. Please. Actually, you know what? Maybe it is giving... Actually, it is kind of giving that energy, isn't it? Of like, what the fuck? Please, choose me. Pick me. Come on. Do it. Darkness surrounded me. Or maybe I wasn't there at all. A darkness without awareness. I heard only the slight rustle of clothing and Tsugumi's sigh. Where Todd is now playing. I wish I knew. I wish I knew what you were talking about. Maybe my brain is lagging. Maybe my brain is on a lag delay. This is not the stream to have my brain lagging. Just kind of being like, I can't. I don't know references. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I failed you today. I failed you today. I feel like I've read like at least 4 different comments and I'm like, I don't know what this means, man. And I don't have a brain cell to figure it out. They're gone. They're gone. But I appreciate you all being here. I'm sorry. A darkness without awareness. I heard only the slight rustle of clothing and Tsugumi's sigh. Hearing that sound, I felt a craziness swell up inside me. 2 shadows overlapped to become one. I plunged into the chaos, farther and farther, and became one. And back to the happy music. Yay! Yay! Why do we play games like this on this fucking channel? I don't... Me finishing Zato. Okay, well, Ever 17 will be better, right? Yeah. 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 Will it? Will it, though? Afterwards, I went straight back to the conference room. Both my mind and body were exhausted. Even though little remained of the night, I slept soundly. When I awoke, I felt refreshed and fully recharged. Apparently, no one had noticed my disappearance during the night. Nobody gave a fuck. Sora, hi! Hi, girly pug. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning, Sora-san.
Good morning. Hey, hi there, Sora. A little later than usual, Sora presented herself in the conference room. So how about it, Sora? How did the maintenance go? Well, that is... Can I skip this? I can. Oh, we have memories and flashbacks. So talking to her again would be awkward. She had told me while we were on the jellyfish gondola, kill me. I couldn't. There's no possible way I could do such a thing. But in return for not killing her, she made me freaking immortal. Why would she do that? Why did I feel like I had messed up somehow? Something had come over me. There was nothing I could do. 9:19 a.m. I glanced up and noticed Coco and the others had stopped playing. Huh? What is she doing? You know... I don't know, you know... I don't know, you know... Cause like... Tsugumi root is friggin' great and it's fantastic, and like Tsugumi is not my favorite character, of course, but like I think this game does a lot for her and it's generally pretty good. Pretty bad. Ad quote, I don't know, you know, yeah. I just don't know. I just don't know, you know. Ad quote, I don't know, you know. Welcome to you. I hope you've been doing well. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I feel really, really bad for Takeshi. And like again, nothing's gonna take away from the general Tsugumi route being, I think, really well put together. But also, what if I was just kind of like, you know, well, fuck Tsugumi. Well, you know, what if I just didn't like her anymore, kind of a little bit? What if I was kind of like, a little bit? What if I just didn't, you know, I wasn't really vibing with her as much? That sort of thing. Hold on, let me take a sip of water here. I forgot that it's Friday, by the way. I can't believe it's been Friday. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's not intentional, but I do wonder where the game is going with this. Because like there's at its base level, right? Hurt people. That's literally it. That's literally it. You didn't choose her route. She's not healing. She's going through a lot. We should not have been there with her. We should not have been there with her. Well, rather, she shouldn't have. Rather, let's not do that. Let's not say it like that. Rather, she should not obviously have done that. She's a fucking monster for doing that on multiple levels. But here we are. Here we are. And so ultimately, it makes sense. It's good on a character level. On a overall themes sort of level, kind of wasn't expecting a scene like that in the game, and it makes me kind of like. Where are we going with that? Where are we going with that? Are we gonna have some good and meaningful commentary about everything that just happened? Because that sucked. That sucked. That sort of thing. Tsugumi is from a time when people didn't give direct consent to things like choking people out. I mean, the choking out part, whatever, you know, it's just kind of like she just kept doing it and she just didn't lay off. She just didn't lay off. And eventually she just like kept kissing him. And obviously I guess you could say like maybe there's implications that they maybe possibly went a little bit further. But yeah, she is it's I don't think it's necessarily a time thing. Because the added fucked up thing about it is that, like, yeah, I made you immortal. I also, and on top of doing all of that, literally all of that, it's like, yeah, I made you immortal, by the way. That fucking sucks. It's, again, a good example of, like, hurt people, but, like, I think it's more like, damn, I wish you hadn't done that, but for multiple reasons, I wish you hadn't done all of that consecutively at once. She was going through a moment. I don't know what caused her specifically to snap like that. Like what specifically was a catalyst for it? Cause she has Chami with her, so it's just like what was the issue? Also thank you for the clip. Thank you for the clip. It's probably me being like, well, I don't know, maybe Courie Cosmos, yeah, basically. So yeah, it's a pretty rough scene overall. I feel bad for Takeshi. Not that I like the scene per se. It's like I like the scene. I don't like the scene. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? I like the scene. I don't like the scene. I like the scene because I don't like the scene. Yeah, basically that's a better way of putting it. Yeah. Huh? What is she doing? With a worried look on his face, the kid watched Coco intently. Baby too had his eyes on her. In the middle of the rest area stood 4 stone statues. Coco was deliberately attempting to scale one of the pedestals.
Here I go.
With a heave, she began to climb up to the side. It was an odd sight. I ran to the kid as he stood frozen, watching her. Okay, this is all the same. I can skip through this.
Okay, and then...
One of the shapes was a particularly large head. It was only half finished.
This is Sora-san. Sora-san is pretty, which makes her pretty hard to draw. Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
What are you doing, you little gremlin? What are you doing? Singing a cute little song, Coco continues a car. She seemed entirely absorbed by what she was doing. Somehow, I could relate to her desire to throw herself into something. That's destroying private property. It's vandalism. This is the same, isn't it? It is. The statue stood there without complaint, pointing to the ceiling. A while later, what was left in the stone was the carved images of 6 people and 2 animals. The evidence of our existence. Yep. Okay, so that was all the same. And then I could go places. Woohoo! You like how awful this scene is? Awful. Awful in the context of content. Awful in the context of content matter. Yeah. I would say so. I like how, like, again, not to harp on it. I like how it's like hurt people, and like she's obviously going through something. Again, I don't know what the catalyst is for it, but like, damn, when you're not dating her, well, shit. Well, shit, she's not healing. So then what does she do? She makes things kind of bad. She makes things really, really, really bad. In that sense, I like it. I like it a lot. Let me go ahead and I don't know which one actually. Control room, infirmary? Oh no, the middle one. Control room. I need to go to the control room. Gotcha. All right, let me go over. I guess I'll quick save. And if I quick save here, that means that we have officially saved over every slot for the game. Yeah! Look at everyone's faces. Yeah! Woo! We did it! We freaking did it. Do we need all these saves? Nope. I don't know why I've been doing it, but it's kind of fun to do so. We've used all the saves. Yay! I think this is the first time this has ever happened for a game. Because I think the remake version that's on Steam right now for Ever 17 functions the same way. But I know Never 7 has like pages where it's like page 1 of 12 essentially, and you have to flip through them. This is all just kind of here in one category. So I kind of like it. It's nice. It's nice. The control room. I tried the control room. I pushed the button to open the door and it slid open. Sora, are you in there? I called out her name but got no response. The console was silent. That's strange. I wondered if it meant she had finished checking the sensor data. But if that was the case, I thought she would report back to us. Sora, where are you? We love watching dumpster fires without being part of the dump. True. That is real. That is real. That is real. That's Sinchi. That's the achievement. No more saves for the rest of the run. Yep, I'm just gonna sit here until we finish the game, guys. Obviously. Obviously. No, I don't think I could ever do that. Especially with this game and the way that it could get crazy at any moment. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do it. Sora, where are you? Hey, Sora! I expected to find her hiding in the corner somewhere. I called out for her again, but still got no response. Next, I touched the terminal. Although I didn't know how to operate it, it seemed to be responding. A map of Limu data suddenly appeared on the Limith monitor, but it didn't tell me anything. There was still no sign of Sora. I decided to check somewhere else. I headed for the second floor. The infirmary, the security office. What does it matter? What does it matter? What do I need to do? If I go to the infirmary, I'll get points with Tsugumi, so let's go to the security office. Actually, you know what? After everything that literally just fucking happens, let's go to the infirmary. Let's go to the infirmary. Do you have anything to say to me? If you have nothing to say to me and we move on from that, what the fuck? What the hell? The infirmary. Turning down a corridor after climbing the emergency stairs, I came out from in front of the infirmary. The door abruptly opened in my face and a person came flying out. They dodged right past me. Oh, this scene. Yeah, it's the exact same scene, isn't it? Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. It's skip. Hey, Tsugumi! I called her name without much hope, but there was no answer. In the end, it seemed Tsugumi hadn't noticed. It's interesting because, like, yeah, in the route where you're getting closer with her, it's like, why did she do that? Why did she do that? Why was she being so cold? That's just the way she is. In this route, does it really matter? Does it really matter? It hadn't seemed like she was trying to avoid me, but maybe I was better off that way. Giving up, I went back down the stairs and returned to the corridor. I decided to stop by the nearby security office. As usual, the room smelled faintly of smoke. Endurance stream, let's go! Just roleplay. You'll also die in 7 days or whatever, but now you need to finish the game before you die. Wow, that's so crazy. That'd be just so... hashtag just so quirky. No. I went back and I checked, by the way. We had our record-breaking stream. It was the most recent 100-line stream. That was the longest stream that I have ever done, ever. If you're including that one long stream of Date Everything, if you're including that one long stream of 428 Shibuya Scramble, it was the longest stream that I have ever done. Oh my god. Oh my god, I will never do that ever again. I felt so drained after doing that stream, man. I can never do that ever again. But it was fun. It was fun. Oh, Kuranari. Kuranari. Noticing me enter, you turned toward me from the console. Say, you haven't been smoking, have you? I only said it in jest, but you look slightly offended. No way, how could you ask? This is all the same. Wait a minute. Okay, so if you find that password, will that mean you could save Sora? Save her? I mean, you could copy all her source data to a high-capacity hard drive or something. Is that what the CD is for? I thought the CD would have something on it. The one that PP gave in the very end of the Tsugumi route. I thought that no. Literally the metaphor of a CD, and it's like the CD and the data that contains you and the thing that must be done. And it's like we need a CD thing. Surely we need like an actual hard drive, like Takashi is saying. Like we can't just copy her onto a CD, right? I don't think we could do that. And then just take that data out of here by hand, right? Well, yeah, it could be done. Except that won't be necessary. You spoke coldly. Huh? We don't need to save Sora. She's saved already. How's that? The fact is, Sora doesn't actually... The fact is, I'm going to die if Yu says any more words to me, okay? That sound vaguely like Sora is actually a real person. She's up on the island. She's just chillaxing. She's just having a grand old time. Don't say these things. Don't do it. Not surprised. 100 would be long as fuck. Yup. It was just it was such an ordeal. I was there. I too am not surprised. Yep. Taking saving very literally, actually quite literally. It is taking saving very seriously. Makes me think of that one episode of Doctor Who. 183 people saved, zero survivors. I obviously know Doctor Who, of course. So what if I said that despite me loving timey-wimey, like, whoa, shenanigans, what if I said that I've never experienced a Doctor Who in my life? I've never done it. I really should one of these days. I just know it's one of those shows that just like, it has 1 billion seasons, right? Is it still ongoing? I think it just generally has 1 billion seasons. It's like, where does it get good? Where does it get bad? That sort of thing. The fact is, Sora doesn't actually reside in Limu. More precisely, the brain of Sora resides in a supercomputer on Incel Null. And by supercomputer, I mean a real-ass person. Fucking... Okay, I'm okay. I'm so okay. Do you see what I'm saying? No. No. Meaning that even if Limu sinks, floods, or explodes, Sora won't be damaged at all. This is the first time that we've actually learned this. Because she's not even here. She really lives above the ocean. So from our point of view, just like the name's meaning, Sora is in the sky. I see what you did there, writers. With that, you pointed her finger toward the ceiling. Lured by her pointing finger, I looked up. Interesting. So I had thought as well. I thought that it, just because I had been so conditioned from the Sara route especially, where Sara really loves to communicate via her portrait changing every so often, where she has like kind of like a sort of face suddenly, very suddenly, and seemingly for no reason at all. When she said earlier, like, I have no idea what the weather is like outside, Sora suddenly had her serious expression. And it's kind of like, yeah, I'm fucking lying. I'm lying, because I know what it's like. I'm literally up above. I can see outside. Well, maybe not necessarily, but like, I feel like she would know. She was just kind of lying and being like, yeah, I don't know what the weather's like up there. That's so strange. Anyway. Lured by her pointing finger, I looked up, as if I expected to find Sora there. Naturally, she was nowhere to be seen. You don't watch Doctor Who? What is this blasphemy? I'm sorry to disappoint. Here's my public apology tour. I've watched a few episodes. It's not as great as people make it out to be. I know it's very long, so I just know that like some episodes are really, really good, and then like some are really bad, and then like some people like are really, really good, and then some are just like straight garbage, that sort of thing. I don't know if season 1, like the first few episodes, if they really fall into that category, or if it takes like a while to really get the ball rolling, that sort of thing. But regardless, no, I have not seen it. I apologize to all Doctor Who fans everywhere. I apologize. It's still going, but modern Doctor Who has like 10 seasons. It's still going? Oh my gosh. Which I would argue it being long is a good thing. Too many people are focused on reaching the end of the story, not properly enjoying the journey to get there. I guess so. It is still very much made in mind with like the very much people want more of this, so we're gonna keep making it. that is kind of like supply and demand. There is part of that factor there, of course, but Doctor Who is supposed to be, I don't know the conceit of it per se, but it's supposed to be like episodic, right? Like you never necessarily have to run out of episodes. It doesn't have to have an end. I would disagree, and I think the idea that certain stories need to reach a conclusion, they need to reach an ending, because that is just as important as the rest of the game, the beginning and the middle. But in the case of Doctor Who and what I've heard about it, I wouldn't imagine that's really important at all. So I would agree with you there in that sense. I would agree with you. Accidentally made a Doctor Who copy pasta. What's Chew? Who are you? Please don't ask me about Doctor Who. I only know the Weeping Angels and had that one girl sit beside me at a design class who loves the show and drew the long star doctor a lot. Just a lot. That one specifically. It's a bit longer, but I don't want to throw it in Twitch chat. You're good. Honestly, you could throw it in Twitch chat. Who's to say? Everyone needs to be blessed by a Doctor Who copy pasta once in their life. You know what? Do it. Do it. As long as Extreme Elements allows it. As long as the bot recommends it. Do it. Doctor Who is episodic. The entire premise is that the Doctor is basically going on an endless journey. Yeah. If it's literally just like an endless journey, then in that case, it doesn't matter. The ending doesn't matter. The ending could be like literally the worst episode in the entire series, and I think people would be upset by that. They would be kind of mad, but also it doesn't take away from all of the other stuff that happened before it. So there are continuing plot lines, but they're not the main focus of the show. Gotcha. So just like some things in the background that develop over time, that sort of thing. Is it a good idea to start with season 1, or do you have to start like, you could just pick wherever, or start like season 3 or whatever? Is it like you have to start very specifically in a certain place, or no? Naturally, she was nowhere to be seen. Now we're good. We have another infinity escape. True, we do. Naturally, she was nowhere to be seen. Hey, hold on a second. How can that be? All data communication lines with Insole Null have been cut. They're useless. Sora herself said that. That doesn't make any sense. If, as you say, Sora exists above us, then how can she appear before us here? That's what I mean. Suddenly, Yu's voice level dropped. What's that? Come on, Kuranari. You think it's strange too, right? Sora said that thanks to the maintenance program, communication functions were optimized. In order to perform periodic maintenance, the master supercomputer on Insel Null has to be linked with Limuth here. Interesting. So she told a lie that was really dumb, and you picked up on it immediately, and you was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to move on from that. Because, like, what are you gonna do? Call her out? I mean, I think, I personally would. I think you should. But also, what are you gonna do? And since she said the maintenance checked out fine, that means there might be a data communication link up and running somewhere. What? Why would Sora want to keep this from us? Because she's a fucking liar! She's a liar! What I want to say is only speculation, but she still kept this from us in the other route, where Sara was there and we switched her over to the good side, essentially. She still kept that, right? You furrowed her brows together. I think it's possible that someone is intentionally hiding the facts from us. You're saying that Sora could be lying to us? No, it doesn't necessarily mean that. You shook her head as she spoke. On the one hand, someone might have created a program to orchestrate the whole thing, including keeping Sora silent. Or it could be that Sora may not be involved. Maybe she doesn't know anything or just hasn't noticed. Depends on what you mean by Season 1. The show originally started back in the 80s and ran for quite a while, but most of the episodes have become lost media. Gotcha, okay. I was talking more so about the reboot one, I guess the one that everyone knows about, but even it started way before that point, and so it was just like an idea that was taken and then recycled for modern audiences. There's a lot of lore that only exists in those older episodes, but it's not all needed and also suffers from the writing of the era rather. That makes sense. Gotcha. So it really is a timeless show, a timeless story, essentially. But for now, I don't know if it's true or not. Whether my suspicions are correct or all just a big misunderstanding. Anyway, I can worry about that after I've cracked the protection. For now, I'm just trying to access the supercomputer on Insel Null from this console. I don't know whether I can even gain access, but I'm pretty sure that's where the data is. Yep, I'm certain the data is there. Well, at least it's a start. You suddenly became more upbeat. Cracking the security protection is gonna be a real pain. This stubborn She's doing the thing again! She's doing the thing! Oh man. It's a timeless clip. It's a timeless clip. It's a clip that never gets old because Sara isn't here to solve her bullshit, so she's gonna be doing the same thing. Password 1, 2, 3. No. Okay, password 3, 2, 1. No. Okay. Gosh darn it. So what exactly awaits us hidden inside? It's a little too soon to go there. Until I can get inside, it's the same as not knowing a thing. Is the cat alive or dead? There we go. You said this and then gave a big shrug. Yeah. But I still think it's loads better than not knowing at all. Well, maybe you're right. You gave me a big smile. She then popped her neck and rotated her stiff shoulders. Now then. Back to work.
Alright then, good luck. There's still time.
Okay. Is she gonna cry again? If it skips over, we know that she's crying. Yep, she was crying. She was crying about her father. Timeless story because Time Lords? Because Time Lords? I guess you don't have to start from episode 1. You can basically drop into any episode and understand the gist of it, assuming you're not watching a season finale. Gotcha. Okay, so it works kind of like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe I'll check it out one day. Maybe. maybe. Where I guess I'll have to look into it later. Actually, let me go ahead and look into it because I'm like, where's it streaming? It's probably HBO, isn't it? Hold on. Doctor Who. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to look into that later. Oh well. I think HBO has it, or is it Disney? It's one of them. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. But probably one of them has it. So, but yes, I think now I know it's a shorter stream. I know. I think now is a good time to call it. I am sad that these streams have been a little bit shorter, but at least we made some good progress today. We made some good progress, genuinely. I guess I'll just go ahead and we're gonna save right here just forever and ever and ever. We're just gonna keep saving over here. Alrighty, and that was Ever 17, the Out of Infinity. Overall, pretty interesting. Again, I still think that Takashi, to me, I was really surprised that he caught feelings really quickly. In a way that was like, I just, like, he really just came out and said, it's like, yeah, I actually think you're really beautiful, and like, just like really suddenly like digging really hard. But I guess it happened. I guess that's emotions. I guess that's love. I wasn't expecting it to be so soon, but it happened. It happened. So, overall, I think this episode today was pretty good, and we are finally getting the confirmation that I wanted, most importantly, which is that Sora is a fucking liar. Now, whether or not she's a real person on the island versus a supercomputer, that might explode my brain. But for right now, she's a liar, and that's all I need to know. That's the most important thing. Oh my gosh, I feel like I've been gaslit for 4 routes. 4 different routes to get to this point. Finally, for you to finally say something and be like, yeah, I don't know, she's like full of shit. So, you know, but yeah, this was good. This was good. So, man, sure, you just had a 7-8 hour stream a week ago. I could never. I could never do it. Well, I was going to get something ready for the affiliate anniversary. If you guys don't know, it's 1 year of hitting affiliate on Twitch. I was going to get something ready for the affiliate anniversary for next week. I'm trying to get it ready in time. As you can imagine, again, Zato happened and my sleep schedule is fucked forever, eternally. So it's not been going very well. So if nothing else, we might have maybe a long stream to celebrate. we might just fall back on that instead. I've not done an 8-hour stream yet, but I don't know. Perhaps, mayhaps. It is lurking in the distance if I can't get this ready in time. I could stream a shorter amount of time but have more work to do, or I could stream a longer amount of time and suffer. I'd be genuinely, it's not suffering. Genuinely, I am kind of curious, like, what would it be like to do an 8-hour stream? Because I know, despite me dying a little inside by the time it was almost like 6 hours in the 100 line stream, I know that I had like a lot of fun. Like, time was just flying by. It was flying by. So there is that. As long as I don't have allergies, we should be good to go. We'll see. More space shenanigans. As long as you're well rested beforehand. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure to actually sleep really, really well and eat really, really, really perfectly. Not that I'm not doing so already, but I mean, like, really, really perfectly. Everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect. So, ew, catch feelings, ew. But he's just like us and how we catch feelings for VTubers. He's too caught up on a VTuber. It is just kind of VTuber core, isn't it? Remember, I think is how he said he showed up here to hit on girls with his friends. Oh, did he? Oh shit, he might have said that. I thought that he had said originally that he had showed up here. He had 2 friends. One friend was a girl and 2 friends were guys, and he was looking for them. And he might have also said, yeah, by the way, I'm here to hit on girls. Cause that would make sense. It's just, man, I didn't realize. It's been so long. You forget about these little things in the intro, which, by the way, is still like one of my favorite parts of the game. maybe not my favorite part now. By this point, I've seen quite a bit of what this game has to offer, but it's one of my favorite parts of the game. The intro, the back and forth. It's really, really good. So, permadeath visual novel, bro. If you die, you play another visual novel. I'll have to decide what I end up doing, because it's like I don't want to play any of the three. Well, no, I don't want to play any of the three standard games that I have, right? I don't want to do that. But I wonder what games I will end up playing. So, gonna have to take a look at the backlog. But that was Ever 17. That was Ever 17. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Let me go ahead and look for somebody to raid. If anyone is online. If anyone is alive. If they're real. If they're okay. Yippee! Kirito is online playing Subnautica. We have not raided into Kirito forever. forever. So let's go ahead and say hello. It's Kirito Narikami and then an underscore. So let me go ahead and do that here. Kirito Narukami. Yeah, just casual Fate Stay Night. We can just do that. You can just knock that out in one stream. It'll be fine, guys, right? Right. Monster Hunter stream? Probably not likely. Probably not likely. I don't know. Monster Hunter feels like more of a me thing. But maybe if I were streaming, I don't know. If I were streaming like a large group of people, maybe that would change. That would change. Who's to say? But it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, to be sure. Let me go over to ending screen. Elden. Honestly, it might be Elden Ring. Oh gosh, it might be Elden Ring actually. Now that I think about it, oh god. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, everybody. If you are here, thank you so much for joining me for a little bit. I really appreciate it. I have to go wake up early, so I need to go to bed now because I am suffering and dying. But this was really, really fun. Even when it wasn't fun, it was still really good and fun. So, everyone have a wonderful rest of your night. Have a wonderful weekend if I don't catch you tomorrow for 100 line. Which 100 line is still happening tomorrow, hopefully. So, have a wonderful rest of your night, everyone. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Oh, regular raid message.